First of all, do the following: save this content now. Share it with someone who is also looking to evolve, and subscribe to the channel. Because what you will find here is not just a text, it is an invitation to change your life from the inside out. Now tell me, how many times have you woken up saying this time it will work, only to end the day with that feeling of stagnation? The routine swallows us up, time flies, and before we know it, it's Monday again. But what if I told you that the transformation you seek so much does not depend on big events, but on small daily actions done with intention? Real change starts where no one else sees at that moment, when you decide to wake up 10 minutes earlier. Turn off your notifications, take a deep breath before reacting, or simply be grateful for what you already have. It may seem like a small thing, but these are the choices that build daily discipline, personal growth, and a rock-solid mindset for success. You don't need to wait for the new year, a sign from the universe, or that right moment that never comes. What you need is clarity, a purpose in life, and a realistic plan. And that's exactly what this content will give you: powerful habits. Simple to apply, but capable of generating gigantic results over time. These habits were shaped through practice, through mistakes, successes, failures, and new beginnings. They are strategies used by ordinary people who achieved extraordinary results because they decided to take action. They learned to overcome limiting beliefs, master time management, cultivate daily gratitude, and invest heavily in personal development. And if they could do it, so can you. The difference lies in the daily choices. And the good news is that this is 100 in your hands. So, shall we start this journey? Because the next step could be the first step of a completely new life. Attitude is what separates those who merely survive from those who truly live. This is no exaggeration. It defines how you react to challenges, how you position yourself in front of others, and even how much you believe in yourself. Having a positive attitude does not mean ignoring problems, but facing them with emotional resilience, courage, and emotional intelligence. This is where true personal growth begins, when you decide to be bigger than your circumstances and take control of your energy every day. Small changes in thinking have a huge impact. You know that moment when something goes wrong and your first reaction is to complain or blame yourself. Take a deep breath and change your focus. Replace "why is this happening to me?" with "what can I learn from this?" It seems simple, but this shift builds a mindset for success. This is how you train yourself to see opportunities where you previously saw only obstacles. Be more optimistic, but without losing your sense of reality. Optimism is fuel for action, not an escape from the facts. Also practice patience with yourself, with others, and with the timing of things. No one reaps the same day they sow. And of course, cultivate daily gratitude. Being thankful for small victories helps you stay focused on what works, reinforces your self-esteem, and fuels the right attitude to keep moving forward. Want to get started? Every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for, an intention for the day, and a simple action that reflects the person you want to become. This trains your brain to operate in a positive mode, improves your effective communication with the world, and strengthens a habit of living with purpose. Remember, your attitude shapes your reality, and you can adjust it daily. Communication is a bridge you can connect or isolate, build or destroy. And here is the truth that few people realize: the way you communicate has a direct impact on your actual productivity, your relationships, and even the opportunities that come your way. Developing effective communication is not a luxury, it's a necessity for anyone who wants to grow, lead, and live with more purpose in life. Knowing how to speak well is important, but knowing how to listen transforms. When you listen attentively, truly, without thinking about your response while the other person is still speaking, you become more empathetic, respectful, and strategically smarter. This applies at home, at work, and even in times of conflict. Listening activates your emotional intelligence and opens the door to more creative and constructive solutions. Expressing ideas clearly is a superpower. Successful people don't talk too much, but they speak with intent. Avoid beating around the bush. Use simple examples, use accessible language, and show that you truly believe in what you're saying. This conveys confidence and positions you as a leader. And remember, the way you talk to yourself is also communication. Take care of your internal dialogue to strengthen your self-discipline. In practice, how about start with the following habit? Record an audio recording each day explaining an idea of yours, a lesson learned, or an opinion about something you read. Then, listen carefully and evaluate how you can improve your clarity, rhythm, and energy. This daily self-education exercise helps to refine your communication and prepares you for conversations that can change the course of your life. Self-discipline is the invisible fuel that keeps your dreams moving forward even when motivation wanes. You can't rely solely on your current desires because they can fluctuate. Daily discipline is the link that connects your goals with concrete achievements. It's what ensures that you'll work on your life's purpose even when you feel lazy or distracted. Small actions repeated daily build unbeatable willpower. It can be as simple as making your bed as soon as you wake up, reading a book quickly, or even controlling your impulses on social media. The key is consistency. Creating powerful habits turns these small actions into something automatic that no longer depends on conscious effort. Self-discipline becomes part of your lifestyle. Another crucial point is learning to deal with setbacks without feeling too guilty. Everyone slips up sometimes, and this doesn't mean failure, but rather an opportunity for emotional resilience. Starting over is part of the process, and each new attempt strengthens your ability to focus and control yourself. Patience and kindness towards yourself are also powerful allies. To get started, try setting small, specific goals for each day and track your progress. Use simple tools like planners or time management apps to keep track of your tasks and avoid distractions. Self-discipline is built day by day with a positive attitude, focus, and that non-negotiable commitment to yourself. The biggest obstacle to your personal growth is not outside of you, but inside of you, in the limiting beliefs that make you think I can't do it or this isn't for me. These ideas act as invisible walls, preventing you from reaching your full potential. The challenge is to learn to identify these inner voices that undermine your self-confidence and replace the I can't do it with a powerful I'm learning to do it. The bad news? These beliefs have been formed throughout your life, often without you even realizing it. The good news? They can be changed. Every time you question a negative thought and choose to act on it, you are truly transforming yourself. This transformation requires courage, but also a lot of self-discipline and self-knowledge, essential ingredients for anyone who wants to develop a successful mindset. Changing your self-talk is an ongoing process. For example, try writing down those negative phrases that often come to mind, and next to them, write an empowering and realistic version. Over time, your brain will begin to absorb this new narrative, which will help you create powerful habits and build emotional resilience to face everyday challenges. In practice, every time a limiting belief arises, do a simple exercise. Ask yourself, is this true, or is it just a disguised fear? This doubt activates your emotional intelligence and allows you to better manage your emotions and attitudes from then on. What was once an obstacle can become a step towards your personal evolution. Now, time is the most precious asset you have. Unlike money, it doesn't come back. That's why learning to manage every minute well is essential to increasing your real productivity and ensuring that your personal growth happens consistently. That effective time management starts with being clear about your priorities, knowing what deserves your attention, and what can be left aside. A valuable tip is to plan your days the night before or first thing in the morning, separating the most important tasks and eliminating unnecessary distractions. This may seem obvious, but how many times do you find yourself aimlessly browsing social media? With self-discipline, you learn to say no to what steals your focus and yes to actions that really bring you closer to your life purpose. It is also essential to set aside time for strategic rest. That your body and mind need breaks to recharge your energy. That, after all, productivity is not about rushing through everything, but rather doing what matters with quality. To break for a walk, a quick meditation, or simply turning off notifications for a while can make a huge difference. In practice, try using simple techniques like the Pomodoro method, 25 minutes of focus and 5 minutes of rest, to keep your concentration high. Digital tools, physical planners, or apps can help you visualize your time and create a sustainable rhythm with a habit of managing your time well on a daily basis. You will notice that life begins to flow with more purpose, and less stress of stopping learning is synonymous with falling behind. And in today's fast-paced world, those who don't invest in self-education lose ground at personal growth. It involves a constant search for knowledge, whether by reading books, listening to podcasts, taking courses, or simply reflecting on your experiences. This thirst for knowledge feeds your success mindset and opens doors you never imagined. There's no need to feel overwhelmed. Start small. Just 10 minutes of reading a day can make a huge difference over time. How about including classics like Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich or Carol Dweck's Mindset? Also, listening to personal development podcasts. While you're doing your daily tasks can be a practical and powerful way to expand your repertoire, that emotional intelligence also develops with knowledge that understanding your emotions and how they influence your decisions is essential for efficient time management and for building powerful habits. Therefore, investing in books, courses, and content that address this topic strengthens your emotional resilience and positive attitude. Finally, remember, learning should be continuous and enjoyable to try new areas, ask questions, discuss ideas with others, and never underestimate the power of small daily actions. This daily construction of knowledge is one of the pillars that supports your personal development and the achievement of your goals. Taking care of your finances isn't rocket science, but does require daily discipline and financial education to prevent money from controlling you. Instead of the other way around, that small financial habits, such as writing down your daily expenses and creating a simple budget, help create clarity about where your money is going. This awareness is the first step towards personal development and building a mindset for success in the financial field as well. That more important than earning a lot is knowing how to manage what you have with proper management. It is possible to start investing even with modest amounts, generating passive income and making money work for you. The idea is to replace limiting beliefs like investing is only for the rich with practical and consistent actions that generate results over time. In addition, controlling your money reduces stress and increases your emotional intelligence, allowing you to make clearer and safer decisions, both in your personal and professional life. That with discipline and small daily adjustments, you can transform your relationship with money and pave the way for a healthier and more abundant financial life. Start today, review your expenses, make a simple financial plan, and seek knowledge in books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. That's step by step. This positive and consistent attitude can change your financial story forever. Personal development is a journey that never ends. It is at the heart of continuous improvement, and self-knowledge a foundation for a successful mindset that makes all the difference in your quality of life. Investing in yourself day after day means taking control of your story, improving your skills, and expanding your potential consistently. That personal growth goes far beyond books and courses. It also involves understanding your emotions, strengthening your emotional intelligence, and developing emotional resilience to deal with the ups and downs of everyday life. This balance is essential to maintaining self-discipline and a positive attitude, even when faced with the most unexpected challenges. Set goals that align with your values and your life purpose. But remember that the journey is made up of small steps, that each new skill learned, each powerful habit implemented, and each moment of reflection are building blocks that shape the person you want to be, and this requires patience and daily gratitude for the process. Start today by taking 15 minutes to disconnect and reflect on your day. What worked, what could be improved, and what was the most valuable lesson. That this simple habit strengthens effective communication with yourself, promoting clarity, focus, and motivation to continue growing one day after the next. Having a clear purpose is like having a map to navigate life's storms. It gives direction, meaning, and motivation to every action you take, fueling daily discipline and personal growth. When your actions and decisions are aligned with your life purpose, everything takes on more meaning. Even difficulties become challenges to be overcome. That regularly reflecting on what really matters helps you avoid the trap of automatic routine, where days blur together and dreams take a back seat. Take a few minutes to ask yourself, am I living in line with my values? And what can I do today to move closer to my mission? This exercise strengthens your success mindset and emotional intelligence that living with purpose is also a powerful antidote to limiting beliefs. Because when you know where you're going, it becomes easier to say no to things that don't contribute to your growth. Daily gratitude, combined with this clarity, creates a virtuous cycle that reinforces your powerful habits and your positive attitude towards life. To put this into practice, try creating a personal manifesto, a simple text that summarizes your values, dreams, and commitments to yourself. To read this manifesto every morning to strengthen your focus and nurture self-discipline. This ritual helps keep your purpose alive, guiding your small daily actions toward more authentic and fulfilled life. Daily gratitude is one of the powerful habits that change the way you see the world and, consequently, your life. When you give thanks, even for the little things, you change your mindset from scarcity to abundance, reinforcing a positive attitude and strengthening your emotional intelligence. This creates a cycle of good energy that attracts more reasons to be grateful. It doesn't have to be complicated. Write down 3 simple things that happen in your day that you're grateful for. Whether it's your morning coffee, a smile, or a challenge that made you grow, this little exercise helps reduce stress, increase emotional resilience, and improves effective communication, including the conversation you have with yourself. Practicing gratitude also helps you overcome limiting beliefs as you start to focus on what you have already achieved and on your personal development, instead of dwelling on what you still need over time. This attitude transforms your daily discipline into a constant source of motivation to keep moving forward, even in the face of difficulties. To start, create the habit of giving thanks as soon as you wake up and before you go to sleep. This simple routine will strengthen your life purpose and personal growth, making gratitude an essential fuel for a full and productive life. Now that you know these 10 daily habits that have the power to transform your life, it is clear that true change does not come from grand gestures, but from the sum of the small actions that you decide to take every day. Daily discipline, self-knowledge, and emotional intelligence are tools that, when used consistently, make all the difference between those who just dream and those who actually achieve. Think about it. Which of these habits resonates with you the most? Which of them, if put into practice today, could give a new direction to your routine and your mindset? The invitation here is for you not to put off until tomorrow what you can start today. After all, the life you want to build begins with conscious and committed choices. Even when the past seems challenging, to remember that your life purpose is not something distant or abstract. It is a daily journey made up of small decisions, constant gratitude, and effective communication with yourself and the world around you. This journey is the foundation for profound personal growth that will reflect in all areas of your life, from your emotional health to your actual productivity. If this content inspired you, do your part to continue evolving. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and share with those you know who also deserve this transformation. Together, we will create a community focused on continuous development, a positive attitude, and concrete results, because real success is achieved every day, and the time to start is now.